What is happening out there with everybody? How are you guys doing? Welcome back to another episode of Now That's Debatable with myself and my brother there, Mr. Dion Curry. Dion, what is happening, bro?
I'm good, brother. It says it's just a test again on the post. I don't know what you got going on
I
over
don't know,
there,
man. Get off my back, man. Trying to do
but
best I can over here, trying to figure this shit out.
I ain't mad. Hey, whoa, easy. I ain't mad at you. I'm just letting you know what it
I'm
looks
not.
like
I'm
over
not.
there.
I'm not upset with you. I'm upset with what's going on here with this new system I'm trying to use here that is still saying it. I don't know why it's still saying it. I need to figure that out. I thought I figured it out. I did not. So I apologize to anyone out there who's watching. This is not just a test, but you know the important thing is I put up a promo ahead of time to let you know that the show is going on. So there you go.
And we're in here, feeling good. Well, I don't want to say I'm feeling too good. I did get my second shot today, and my arm hurts a little bit.
Don't nobody want to
Still,
hear your shit. I talked to you 2 hours ago and tried to get you not to do the show. Don't even try.
no. And what did I tell you? What did I say?
Yeah, I'm a
What did I
trooper.
say?
I'm a trooper.
Right.
I'm a
So I'm just
starship
letting y'all
trooper.
know. We missed Monday because I had a show and it ran late, and so we couldn't do it. And then I had my COVID shot today, but I don't like to cancel more than once, especially if I don't have to. I feel good enough to do the show. It's gonna be a good show. We got some great topics, so let's
I'm,
do this.
let's talk more about how I feel. I'm a little under the weather myself. I'm a little tired. Uh, I didn't want to do the show. I was hoping that I'd be able to use Dion as the reason why, because I don't like to cancel shows either. but Dion did not come through for me, so we cannot
You
cancel
didn't.
the show.
You didn't give me the wink, wink, nudge, nudge. You just gave me the wink.
Well, I thought I heard it in your voice. I didn't think I had to wink, nudge, nudge, because I thought I heard it. Sound like you was about to go down, so I didn't want to say anything. Uh, we got someone already jumped on. They said, "Hey, happy hump day to you, person, whoever you may be."
That's Jessica Lee Taylor. What's up, Jess?
What up, Jess? Thank you for joining us. We do appreciate you. Dion's going to help me out again this week with names of who folks are because, again, I'm not being. You know, Dion, this whole simulcast on YouTube is already turning out to be a crock of shit. I don't really know why we do this. 2 weeks in a row. But I'm no quitter. We're going to try to get it done. Hey, if you're out there and watching the show with us right now, if you enjoy what you see, go ahead and click that share button for us. We would be so appreciative of that. I'm hoping people on YouTube can actually see us too. But I'm not gonna go bother. I'm not bothering to even go look. I don't want to be bothered. Someone say, "Yeah, I don't like it." So someone's already.
That was Jess again.
Was that all? Oh, thanks, Jess. All right, so yeah, go ahead and click that share button if you're enjoying the show. Like Dion said, we got a fun show lined up for y'all. Before we get into it, I do want to talk to Dion real quick about him getting his second shot today, and how does he feel? Because Dion, you were on the fence for a minute about getting it, right?
It wasn't that I was on the fence. I've never been one of those people who thought, you get the vaccine, you're gonna turn into a vampire, get superpowers, and no dumb shit like that. I was just like, I've already had COVID. I figure I'm not gonna get it again for a while, so what's the rush, right? That was my thought process for it. And then I got a gig that I would need to be vaccinated for, and so I just was like, you know what? Let me go ahead and get it out the way. It's free, so if they start tracking me or I grow an extra arm, then so be it. You know, 36 years being regular is fine. Whatever life I got left, and if I'm extra, I'm cool with that too. So
You know, I was on the fence early on with it, and I didn't get it until you and I think I said this before in the show, until you and I were headed to Texas for our loyal viewers, uh, uh, Victoria and Jake's wedding. And Texas was just flashing red with the COVID. I said, I am not going to Houston without getting this shot first. I'm going to go ahead and do it. And the first shot didn't bother me so much. Actually, the first shot did bother me now that I'm thinking about it. The second shot didn't bother me so much, and I was thankful because I got that like 2 days before we were supposed to head out. But I'm happy that I did it, man, especially with the variant Delta, and if any more variants happen, as they say they are. But with the Delta variant and with the way I'm hearing people who have survived that version of COVID are talking about it, I'm happy that I got it. I'm happy that, God forbid, I get that Delta variant. That hopefully I protected myself by getting the vaccine, where I won't go through so much of what I'm hearing people are going through with the Delta.
Yeah, I don't have the medical insurance to be up in the hospital on ventilators, and with the numbers, with the crate challenge now, the ER is just packed full of people. Most of them shouldn't be there. Yeah, I'm not taking any chances. What? It's free. Go get it. If something bad happens to you because you get the vaccine, then it was destined to be, right. Isn't that what y'all say?
Is what y'all say? Yeah, I just wouldn't want to be someone out there. I hate being a person who has regrets, and so I wouldn't want to be one of those people in these long lists of stories that we keep hearing about people who did not get the vaccine, but now who are in the ICU, saying, "I wish I
Wanting
had
the
a got it.
vaccine.
Can
Yeah.
I get it now?" All these different things. I hate having regrets, and I know people out there say, "I don't. I live my life with no regrets." I gotta say, if it sounds like death is knocking, we all we all gonna feel like we got regrets. I don't care who you are.
I just want to be in that room when the nurse goes, "No, baby, it's too late, baby. No,
You're
baby, it's too late,
wait,
baby."
is this a southern slave nurse?
You
What kind
already
of
know. Oh, it's too late, baby.
Hey, I see we got a couple more people here. Someone says hi guys, and someone says seriously, just go get it.
That's Victoria.
What up, Victoria? I was just asking about you before the show started. Thank you for jumping in here and joining us. Good to see you here with us. Alan Lawson, who I can see his name, says hello all. What's up, Alan? Alan just hit me up the other day. Alan's one of you folks out there who watch the show, and there's a few of you who do this, and I appreciate it every time. That I don't know. I feel like if Alan don't hear from me or see me, Alan will reach out to me out of nowhere, be like, "Yo, what's up? You good?" Yeah, yeah, bro. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. So I appreciate that, Alan. Thanks for doing that, man. Someone here says, I got it because I got it for sure. Didn't want COVID again. Absolutely.
That's Victoria.
Yeah, and I've heard people who are getting it, even though they've gotten it shot, but they are, but the effects of it have lessened because of being vaccinated.
Yeah, being vaccinated is supposed to make you asymptomatic, so you're not supposed to have any, ill side effects if you do catch COVID again. So
Right.
that's the point of getting the vaccine, is so that should you contact COVID, it doesn't keep you from getting COVID. Just like the
Right.
flu shot doesn't stop you from getting the flu, but it's supposed to make it so where you're not, struggling and winding up in the hospital. So that's why I would encourage people to go get it just in case. But if you don't want to go get it, you don't want to go get it.
Don't get it, and don't give them
Uh,
$100. Don't give them anything extra. You don't want it. You don't want it.
yeah. Just remember, your
Excuse me.
job can tell you that you have to go get it, and if private business gets to set their own rules. So just keep that in mind. If
Right.
you one of those people that want to, you're taking away my freedoms and all that, like freedom only pertains to governmental interference, not
Right.
private business. So just keep that in mind, all you folks out there.
Someone says, I miss y'all's beautiful faces and amazing voices. Victoria, Dion?
Yes, sir.
Thank God.
We
Thank
miss
God.
you too,
Thank God.
Victoria.
Yes, we miss your beautiful face too. Thank God. I didn't know who. With us with me trying to do these updates, I can't see names or faces. I'm just like, oh my God. I hope that wasn't somebody I don't want to say that who said that. So, thank you, Victoria. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the show. Oh wait a minute. Alan says something here real quick. Excuse me. Alan says,
I
"COVID."
can't see Alan at all.
Oh, I can see. We got to figure this out. Alan says COVID isn't as bad with the vaccine as it is without the vaccine. It was people are saying no Delta has made you more infectious, so that's why they're suggesting wear masks right now because the unvaccinated got it really bad. Alan, real quick before we jump into the rest of the show, I am seriously thinking about. I've worn my mask a couple of times within the last couple of weeks. I have been nervous a little bit, and there's certain places that I've had to go into where I will put the mask on, like Walmart. I'm not going into a Walmart and not putting this mask on. So places like that, Home Depot, places of that sort. So there's been a couple of places where I've thrown it on, just out of nerves more than anything else.
Yeah, I wore my mask a couple of times up in Grand Rapids. After the show, just cause it was a hot spot, and you got to be careful. Just protect yourself the best way you know how. And if that's avoiding people or getting the vaccine or whatever, do your best to protect yourself. You owe it to yourself and those around you to get this thing under control. So whatever you got to do, do it because it's worth it in the long run.
And more than anything, let's figure out a way to protect these kids, man. I mean, if it's got to be a booster shot, whatever it's got to be, because if we can protect the kids, we can protect the adults. Everybody and their mother know,
My nephew's school just sent everybody home and back to virtual learning because they had an outbreak. So
and that's
it's
great.
still around, y'all.
We gotta
It's
be well
still around.
because everyone knows that the kids brings things home, so you got to be careful of that. All right, let's go ahead and jump into the show. We got a couple of fun topics we think we hope you guys enjoy, and then we're going to jump into our top five, which I'll tell you right now, so you can have yours lined up. Dion came up with this one as he always does. Top five favorite smells. So that'll be the top five. That'll be the last segment of tonight's show. First segment we're going to jump into, Block A, is going to be Airbnb is in the news over the last couple of days. And I was doing my best Dion Curry impersonation the other day, and I was on Twitter scrolling. Dion's on Twitter a lot more than I am. I said, but let me check it out because I know my boys on the road. And I saw that Airbnb was taking some heat because they've come out and said that they are going to do they're going to give rooms free of charge to 20,000 Afghan refugees, and they've taken a lot of heat for it. I saw some people posting things, well, why for them and not for the homeless, so on and so forth. I had my own thoughts on it, and I was interested to know what the master debaters were going to think. And speaking to you guys one more time, if you enjoyed the show, go ahead and click that share button for us. Um, and I wanted to know what Dion thought about. What's up, Latasha? I wanted to know what Dion thought as well about Airbnb deciding that they were going to, and not just here in the U.S. So let's make sure we understand that because when I originally saw it, my mind, because I'm American, I thought U.S. When I got to reading the article, doing a little bit of homework, we're talking about 20,000 refugees, Airbnbs around the world, no matter what country. This is what they're talking about doing for these folks. I did not read that there was going to be a certain time frame or anything of that sort. But Dion, what are your thoughts? One, about Airbnb doing this, and two, about the heat that they've taken from the public on this.
I never have a problem when people step up in a time of crisis. So people are upset that Airbnb is like, why are you offering it to not to the homeless? I'm like, well, look, you know, you don't compare problems. Is homelessness a problem? Yes. Is being a refugee a problem? Yes. Can you solve all the problems all the time? No, you can't. You can try, but I'm glad they stepped up. I'm glad they're doing it. Those people, you know, part of me is like, that's why you don't get in the business with the U.S. because they fuck shit up and don't have a cure for it, and then you left, trying to scramble and whatnot. So part of me is like, you know what, these people should never have been in this position in the first place because we have no business being over there. But another part of me is happy that somebody's stepping up to help these people out because it's not their fault. At the end of the day, it's not their fault that the Taliban's over there and trying to control people, and so people just want to live their lives, and if you have to flee your home country, you're gonna need some help. Like nobody leaves their home country under duress and not need any help. So I'm glad that somebody's trying to help them out.
Look, I'm getting ready to head to Vegas for the Labor Day weekend, and I want to know how I can get in on these free rooms because I just paid my money for my Airbnb out there in Vegas, man. Prices are outrageous in Vegas for Labor Day weekend. Normally, I stay on the strip at one of the hotels, one of the nice ones. I said, nah, let me look at these Airbnbs. Got us a nice house there, paid my money, but I didn't know about this. So how do a brother get in or get one of these free Airbnbs? That's what I want to know, first of all. Second of all, for anybody out there wondering how come not the homeless and why Afghan refugees, because if you're looking at it from, somebody said Sidney is being raggedy. Somebody said, who said that about me? Um,
Genevieve.
okay. Well, I'm not raggedy. I'd like a deal like everybody else. Look, here's the situation, man. Airbnb. Let's see. In one hand, I got Afghan refugees who, if you want to get stereotypical with it, at least 10% of them are going to turn out to be something which will probably make them be some consumers, some customers down the line. And they will always remember that Airbnb hooked up me and my family after they've graduated from college. In this hand, you got a bunch of shicey motherfuckers, for what a lot of people think, out there as homeless, probably not going to get 10% of them who are going to be in the same situation to be longtime customers down the road. As the capitalist of this show, let me say this is the cost of doing business, baby. The cost of doing business. 20,000. Airbnb is not giving no rooms away. They've done the calculations. Yep, we can get at least 2,000 of these motherfuckers to be long-time consumers of ours down the road because they will always remember how Airbnb opened their arms wide open and said, "Come on in, baby. Come on, stay for free. Come on, let Big Daddy Airbnb take care of you." Them hoes will always come back. Them hoes will always come back.
So you're saying Airbnb is pimping out 2,000 of the 20,000 refugees for future business?
Absolutely.
You know, it's hard for me to debate you on that because I probably would agree with you that there's always a underlying issue to quote unquote hospitality when it comes to a capitalist society and a business. I didn't even my mind didn't even think to go there to think that,
Because you're a
oh,
sweetheart. That's why.
well, because these people are doing it because they need it, not because they want to go take a vacation in a different country. So um, yeah, that to me that's really sad if that's the ulterior motive behind it. But would I be shocked? No, I wouldn't.
Look, man, millionaires and billionaires, capitalists, business owners, I don't care if your next door neighbor is a businessman. And for the record, most of the millionaires in this country are blue collar guys and women in this country. Most of our millionaires. The dude who's next door who owns a pest exterminating company and drives that wood panel station wagon every day is not coming over to your house to kill the bugs in your house just because he likes you. Business is business, and that is it. No, yes, it says still a test. I'm not sure who's saying that. I know, still trying to get those bugs worked out. I do apologize for that.
Brooke Brown.
Brooke Brown, sorry, Brooke. Um, but excuse me, yeah, no one is doing anything for free, and this is not for free. This is not out of the kindness of Airbnb's heart, because everybody know Airbnb doesn't have a heart. You ever try to get a refund back from Airbnb because shit ain't go right? All right, they don't give a fuck about you. But if you an Afghan refugee, 20,000 of you, and they think 10% of you may turn out to be something one day, yeah, those are numbers we can rock with. Bless you. Those are numbers we can rock with.
Thank you. I mean, I don't know why you compared it to an exterminator. Because
I was just saying any millionaire, any person with money, any business owner isn't just doing shit for free for the sake of doing shit for free. I'm doing it for free because I'm hoping that that turns you into a customer down the road, or you'll go ahead and spread the good word, the good news to get me more customers that way as well.
yeah, I mean, self investment in the PR department. I get that. Every business does that. So yeah, I would agree with you on that one. Even if it's just a PR move to say that maybe we can gain some of these people as future customers down the road. I get that.
We got someone here says if you help house refugees, our government will pay you. It's all about the money. Well, and again, that's why I added in the description of, or I'm sorry, in the intro of the topic. It's not just here; they're doing this around the world. So wherever these refugees land, they will 20,000 of them wherever they land on this planet, because Airbnb is everywhere. They will be able to find a place to stay for free. How long they can stay for free, I don't know, but they'll be able to stay for free, and
That was
Airbnb will pick up
Jessica.
the tab. I see here. Oh, thank you, Jessica, for the comment. Priorities are out of whack in the grand scheme of things, unless the pimping out theory is correct. It's all about pimping. It's all about pimping. I think.
That was Davizi.
Di Veezy. What's up, Di? Uh, Everything's about pimping, man. When you're looking at the capitalistic system that this world works in, nothing is given for free. What's the saying they used to have? There's no such thing as a free lunch. All right, because there's always something. And if you stay in any business, Dion can probably speak to this along with me. Take our business for instance. You get to a certain level within our business, even the slightest phone call from someone, you are waiting for the ask. Anytime somebody wants to hit you up, hello, how you doing? I ain't talking in a while. You listen with a cautious ear because It only takes a minute before the ask. Nothing, no one's giving you anything for free.
Yeah, I mean, you and I both know that when you reach a certain level, if it's free, we're not doing it. So it's like, don't call me for the free shit because I've reached a level in my career. You've reached a level in your career where I don't have to do the free show anymore. I don't need the quote unquote exposure or publicity or whatever bull crap that they frame it in under the guise of, oh, you're going to get exposure. Like, I don't want to be paid in exposure. I need greenbacks. I need something I can take to the bank to be like, oh, I'm depositing this exposure. Like, no. So, yeah, I agree with you that Airbnb's probably not taking in these 20,000 refugees just out of the kindness of their own heart. I would agree with you wholeheartedly on that one.
You know the weird thing about where we're at right now in the discussion, and guys, thank you for watching. You're watching Now It's Debatable. If you are new and never seen the show, we are 2 out of 3 members of Now It's Debatable. We'll be get our brother Stan back here probably after the holidays. So any master debaters that are out there missing Stan, he will be back after Labor Day weekend for a little while. Then he has to go back out and hit those high seas and get back to work again.
You said Stan and not Warren, right?
Oh, I'm sorry, Warren. Warren. Complete mistake. So Warren will be back. Anybody missing Warren? Warren will be back after the holiday. So if you're missing him, so you're looking at 2 out of 3 of us. And again, if you enjoy the
I was
show,
going to say that was a surprise to me. I'm like, what?
right, right. If you enjoy the show, please go ahead and click that share button. Look,
Just keep moving, keep going, keep
look.
going.
I was talking with someone today. So I was at a charitable event last week. And I had a great time there. And one of the individuals who put it together asked, "Hey, we're thinking about putting together a charity show. Would you be interested? I mean, we're not asking you to do it for free, but we're thinking about doing a comedy night." I said, "Well, we can talk." So last night I get a late message on IG. "Hey, would you still be interested in that?" I've been doing this long enough to know how to answer this question without answering this question. Well, let's get together tomorrow and talk about some details. That's it. So we talked about the details. I helped this individual with some questions she asked, but I made it clear while I won't charge you what my normal rate is, I'm gonna have to charge you something. Because to your point, I just can't be out here doing things for free, and neither can Airbnb. Go ahead.
Yeah. No, I was gonna say I agree with you, and it's funny that it took capitalist Sydney to bring that to my attention because when you first brought it up, I wasn't even thinking about Airbnb playing the long game and thinking if we'll get more customers if we seem to be it's just like businesses putting up the BLM and the pride flags. They don't genuinely give a shit, but they'll do anything. Nike with the Colin Kaepernick, they made what 40-50 million dollars off that little campaign just because black people are like, oh, I'm gonna go support Nike now, and it's like
I
they
wish I
don't
got a pair of
genuinely
those
give a
shoes.
shit. Yeah, they still have sweatshops in China, so this is
Whoa, whoa. All right, let's move on. I can't have you just disparaging Nike. So, Facebook user says, when I had my apartment, I was the minority to refugees. Very nice people. They loved me and my kids, but they paid 20% of $100, $1,100 rent. I paid 100% as a single mom of 2.
that was Jessica again.
What's your thoughts on that, Dia?
It is what it is, man. I mean, that they're refugees. Is if they were if they were here under the same circumstances, I would understand. But it's not my apartment building. I don't set the prices. I understand why she would not be happy with that. I wouldn't want to have to pay 100% if someone else was only paying 20. But then again, the human aspect of it is to go, if we're not in the same boat for the same reasons, I can understand why you're not rowing as hard as I am.
But I'll say this: I'm going to assume now, Jessica. You correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to assume that other 80% was being made up by the government or something. I can't believe that the landlord was just walking away with only 20% of his money, and working off that assumption. To me, it would be the same thing as having American citizens in this country who live on Section 8. who live in Section 8 housing, where the government picks up that tab every single month, 100% of it. So again, working off that assumption, correct me if I'm wrong on that. Larry Skiggin is with us. He says, hello, everyone. Larry, what is good? Larry, I saw the video of you, man, up walking today. That is out fucking standing, outstanding, brother. Yes, yes. Everyone, I'm not even gonna go ahead and give him an applause break because I just want to really clap for you, Larry. That's awesome, man. Love to see you putting that work in. I have no idea what it takes to get back to doing the everyday things like walking. What that would take, the toll it probably would take mentally, Dion, on someone to try to start over doing that is
Yeah, man. Larry, I saw the video too, and I just want to congratulate you again, taking that next step, so to speak, in your journey, bro. I'm rooting for you, and I was very very happy to see that you got to hang out with my homegirl Brandy. Uh, Tell Brandy I'm mad at her because she didn't come see me last time I was in Phoenix. So next time you see Brandy, I want you to slap her hand for me.
okay. Larry, you ain't got to be out here hitting women for Dion. All right,
I
Dion.
said slap her hand.
No,
Slap her
Dion,
hand.
Dion trying to turn you into his pimp. All right, trying to get you out here. He ain't ever got lip. You out here powdering bitches. He over here sitting in the cut doing nothing. Larry, you can put your hands in your pockets. All right, but you keep walking, man. We love seeing it. Carla is on, says hello guys. What is going on? Someone says Sidney is out here preaching on tonight. LOL. That's got to be Davizia, I bet.
Yes, sir.
Allison says, hey y'all. What's up, Allison? Thank you for joining us. Someone says, oh, I missed that. What's up, Say? It's been a minute, man, since we had you on. Charles Slim Williams came by last night. What says, what up, dope? It's hard out here for a pimp, Carla says. Yes, exactly what I'm saying. It's hard out here for Airbnb. Uh, what someone say, Dion, who's that? I'm putting this exposure in my gas tank.
You know what? I switched streams, so I'm seeing what you're seeing.
Oh,
I'm going back to the other one. That's what it is. So you got it in the group and you got it out on Facebook Live, and the
yeah,
streams are different.
yes.
Okay. So let me see if I can see that comment.
I'm putting this exposure. It's got 3 black hands.
Uh, that's Jetta V. Okay.
Okay, okay.
She's a comic, so she understands. Yeah.
And someone said, I was about to say Harpo. Who is Stan? So, all right, man.
That's
Y'all,
Jetta.
what's that?
I said that was Jetta as well.
I want to get down here to the bottom here and read this paragraph someone put in here with us. It says many large developments have to earmark a portion of their apartments for low income tenants to gentrify certain areas. Okay, so this must be just. There are plenty of places like this in Indy. It's not right, but it's necessary for developers to get in certain places. Okay, okay.
That's
Dion,
Jetta V.
oh, that's Genevieve. Okay, Dion, is that something you're aware of in your area of Indy there, or in Indy period?
I'm sure it happens all over the country. I haven't lived in an apartment in years, so I have no idea.
We got something different here. So here we have an area called Sun City, and Sun City is normally an area. I think you got to be 55. Slim, correct me if I'm wrong. 55 and up, I believe, before you can live in this area. It's a nice area, nice homes, but they have to sell, I think, 10% of their homes to people under the age of 55. And I think that's not, I think I know. That's in order so that they don't get their asses in trouble for just having a completely excluded little city, if you will. Because it's different than having having a retirement community or a retirement building. This is an entire city. So you just can't sell the homes just for that. So I get what they're trying to do. I get what you're trying to say. Thank you for educating me there. Larry says, I'll see Brandy Monday. We are going to Guns N' Roses. So he'll be out there getting arrested for slapping hands, and it's all because of you.
3 times, Larry. 3 times.
Should he put some powder on his hands first?
No, Brandy's got soft hands. She'll be all right.
All right. All right, let's go ahead and move on to our next topic. I put this one second because it's been in the news for a minute and we didn't get a chance to talk about this earlier, but I still couldn't wait to talk about this one. And again, I'm gonna remind you guys, if you're enjoying the show, if you're watching outside of the group, go ahead and click that share button. Shakari, let me go with the last name I gave her. Last place, Shakari Richardson. That's the nickname I gave her. Last place was in the news about a week or so ago, and I was a little taken back by it because one, she came in last place. So I found that to be
I think it's funny that you were taken back when she was in back already.
oh wow, 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 wow. So and so in her post in the post race interview after she came in last place, she is quoted as saying, "This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want to because I'm here to stay. I'm not done. I'm the sixth fastest woman in the game ever. Can't nobody ever take that away from me." And what really piqued my interest was a tweet from, let me pull it up here, folks. I apologize here. A tweet from Ricky Smiley that I saw. This has really got my interest in it. Where he said, I didn't find any joy in watching hashtag Shakari Richardson lose the race or come in last place. I think she'll bounce back. But before anyone criticizes her, they should take a look at their own lives. And in his own thread, he took a little bit of a beating uh, uh, on this here, and people question where do you get off saying we can't make fun of her? Your whole radio show, your whole career is about making fun of people. How can you say you can't make fun of her? Which I found to be refreshing that people were not trying to protect her beyond what Ricky had to say there. I thought that was so refreshing that we have put aside the illusion that because she wears or she was supposed to wear the American flag on her back, that she can't be criticized for coming in last place. Your thoughts, Dion?
Everybody, no one's above criticism. I mean, if they can criticize the president, we can criticize Shakari Richardson for coming in last. Did she make a bad decision with the weed and the timing of it? Yeah, she did. Okay, this is supposed to be your redemption tour, and you come in last, and then you're supposed to say, "You count me out if you want to." I'm like, we're just going off what we saw, and what we saw was not indicative of who you say you are. So it's one of those things where you can't be talking loud, then get knocked out, and then get up and start talking again. Like that's not that doesn't work. So you may be the sixth fastest woman in history, but right now you were in ninth, you were last. So you got to be humble with that.
I like this one here. I'm gonna put it up on the screen here if I can get it up there. It says, "I am glad she gave me the option to count her out." Who wrote that?
That was that easy.
so, so, Caitlin, I see you on. What's up, Caitlin? Thank you for joining us. I hope you enjoyed the show. Um, yeah, so I am glad she gave me the option. Look, Dion and Davizi, here's my thing. Since when do we start bragging about being the sixth of anything? All right, I'm not gonna get into her being last, but saying I'm the sixth fastest ever. Since when do no one cares about that? No,
I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna tell you this right now, Sydney. I'm not counting her out. I'm counting her ninth. That's what I'm doing. I'm
no,
counting your last.
no, nobody. There's no race that's ran, and you hear the announcers say, "Oh, she's coming around. She's going to be the sixth fastest ever." No one's doing that. This is about being the best. And what I say about the Olympics is, I'm almost willing to say she smoked that weed on purpose so she couldn't run, because she gonna get her ass smoked in the Olympics just like she got her ass smoked last week. Look, man, them Jamaicans ain't playing. All right, they are not playing. Come over here if you want to. The thing I was upset about with the post race interviews in general was that my man started asking the winner about Shakari. She don't ask me about Shakari. Where that bitch at? She ain't even here. She's still running. She ain't even here yet. I have no respect for Shakari. I don't have any hopes that she'll do anything ever again, because the girls right now who are running, she can't compete with at all.
I'm not, like I said, I'm not gonna count her out. I'm just gonna count her out where she is. She got some work to do, and if she got a chip on her shoulder, if this was a humbling experience, and then she wants to go on a redemption tour, then I'm all for that too. I'm not gonna sit here and say that she has no shot of ever winning. At this moment, it doesn't look good,
No shot.
but
No shot.
before the scandal, she was one of the fastest people in the world. So, you know, I I can't definitively say that she has no chance.
Okay.
However,
Go
it
ahead.
doesn't look good, and I'm not betting on her. Like I gamble. I'm not taking those odds.
Look, if those Jamaicans show up, get back in your car and go home. All right. So if they call in sick, Shakari, you come on into work. But if they come to work, you stay home. You know, like everybody out there who've been bullied before, you knew which way you had to go to get into school to get to your class where the bullies didn't hang out. Shakari, you need to take your ass the long way. Walk 6 blocks that way, 4 over that way. Bring your ass back around. Go in through the basement of the school, and then come up the stairs to get to your classroom. If
We go
the
on and sit this one out. Chicago, you come and run.
and everyone knows I am a die-hard American. There's very few times anything that has to do with the flag do I argue against it. But no, Shakar, you can't talk shit. You can't say you can't. When you come in ninth place, I don't even know why they put the camera on you. All right, you should have been walking away like Jared was when they busted his ass and took his ass off to prison. So I don't even know what she was doing.
You know, it's one of those things where if you come in ninth place in a photo finish, okay, but it wasn't no photo finish. So yeah, you don't get to talk.
You said if you come in ninth place in a photo finish.
Yeah, if it's like if everybody's leading and you just happen to be the shortest, you know, you got the smallest torso. Okay, but no.
Bruh, by time ninth place rolls up, the cameraman will pack this shit up and fucking with them have lunch. He's out of here. What somebody put up here? I wish I could read the names. Caitlin, thank you for. I love that you put that. She says I always enjoy your entertainment. Who put up there and said she's still running? That's probably Davizi again.
No, that was Jeddah. That was Jeddah.
And this one put up, and you see somebody put up a Jamaican flag. You better be Jamaican.
That was Jeddah again.
We wouldn't accept. Look, everybody on here, and I don't want to exclude anybody, so excuse me, my Caucasian master debaters. But everybody on here, unless you know how to play spades, this is why I'm so hardcore on this. I'm black. I grew up with a black family. I grew up playing sports with black people. I grew up playing games, spades, running with black people. We do not allow you to talk shit when you lose. I don't know where they do that at. Where do they do that at? When you lose, when you lose on spades, get your ass up off the table and take your ass over there and wait till the next go round. We don't. That's why I'm so hard about it. Shakari, you know better. The next thing I'm gonna go after a foe. If you keep losing, you got to go with your real hair. All right, we can't keep allowing this hair, this weave, and this color, the nails. All that's got to go away. All that's got to go away. You gotta perm it up.
I think it's funny that you want her to change her image because this image isn't working out for
No, it's not that. Not that it's not working. You don't get to have the flash if you have no flash.
I mean, nothing says I accept defeat like shaving off your hair and getting rid of your nails. You show up to the race. Who the fuck is that?
Wait a minute.
Where's Shakari at?
Wait a minute. You ran track. You played basketball, right? Back in high school.
Yes, sir.
All right. Did the towel boy have a special dude on his head? Was he doing extra shit? Was he? No, he was quiet and he was handing them towels over. I need her to be quiet.
I'm glad you brought that up because when I was my junior year, this is the beginning of the track season. Our very first meet was a giant indoor meet, right? Bunch of schools. And we had a guy on our team named Vaughn who swore he was the best, the fastest guy on the team. And, you know, he's constantly chirping, right? So coach goes, all right, Vaughn, you're gonna be in it was the 70-meter indoor. It wasn't even 100 meters. And he came in last, right? He got dusted. And you best believe we rode his ass like the bus all the way back home to the point where that was his first and only meet for us this year. He quit the team because we let him have it. He lost to a white dude, and we was like, "No, you don't get to lose to the white dude."
Need you to hush the fuck up. So it says apparently there are levels to this, and Jamaica is on a whole nother level. Absolutely. Said ninth and photo finish. Man, I'll pack that camera. Did you get that? No, motherfucker, I ain't got time for that. Y'all don't pay me for that. Usually it is an 8-player race, isn't it? And she came in ninth. She should have stayed home. Absolutely. Them Jamaicans are there. It's like the Kentucky Derby. You have one chance. Someone says y'all are savage. So
I, go ahead.
Agassi changed his image and started winning, got rid of the flash, and got serious, and went to number one. And you're right.
You know what happened with that was Agassi was losing his hair and he was wearing wigs, and he lost because he didn't want his wig to fall off in front of everybody.
Are you making this up?
That's the real story behind Andre Agassi and his hair
Is
and
that
his
what it
image.
was?
Yeah, he used to wear wigs because he was losing his hair and he didn't want to lose that image, but it was costing him money in competition. So he was like, you know what, I'm gonna just shave it all off and go out there. That way, I don't have to worry about the wig falling off and being embarrassed.
He should be embarrassed if this story got out. I Agassi used to be I used to hate Pete Sampras, old boring
Me
fucking
too.
milk
Me
toast
too.
ass motherfucker. Agassi was my guy, and I hate that as a story. You out here losing. I'm over here sad that you getting beat by Pete Sampras and you losing because you don't want nobody. Somebody snatched that bitch off and run. you,
That was
mother,
Victoria.
uh, you see Agassi. No wonder he wore them headbands all the way to as
Yeah,
long as he could.
he was keeping his wig on, man. Which
Horrible.
if you think back, that was clearly a wig, bro. Like, come on, that nobody got hair like that.
Who would thought that he was wearing the wig? We would have thought he was wearing the wig.
Hey, look at them joints, bro. Go back and look at them old pictures of Andre Agassi. You can be like, no, that makes sense because that shit was trash.
You know what I think is great? He must have been paying his camp hella bunch of money because that shit didn't leak at the time. I'm surprised.
Not see, there wasn't no social media back then. There was
Oh,
nothing to gain by leaking that. See, so
yeah, but I need Shakira to go ahead. I need her to rock that good time Estoril afro that she got underneath there, and just
you know, if you're the Jamaicans, what are you thinking? You know, you thinking this bitch was supposed to challenge us. She couldn't even beat the girl from Great Britain. Like, it's like what
roasted.
are you supposed? Yeah, man. I feel bad for, like I said, for the Olympic thing and the debacle and the bad timing. You know, was it? Now that you brought it up, maybe she did want to get out there and get embarrassed on a global scale, but you know, she's already done that. So, you know, at least maybe you come in third,
Trying
get
to
on a weed
trying
box.
to. What you say? Them Jamaicans running? Oh, tell the coach I ain't gonna make it.
You know what it was? The Jamaicans set her up. Why don't you go out and smoke this? Because we're gonna smoke you on the track.
They didn't have to set her up. She was too happy that she let me grab that joint. She snatched that joint out somebody else's lips. Give me that. I ain't about to go out there and get embarrassed. Ninth place, dog. Ninth place. Ninth place. I said, someone says, I'll be back. I gotta see if the line is straight. So, I'm reading the comments down here. Agassi won once Brad Gilbert became his coach. All right, someone there's a tennis aficionado.
That was Larry.
Okay,
He done switched streams on you.
okay. And then Carla says no strippers put extensions on him. They were falling out of on the court. Carla, what?
Yeah, man. I think it was in his autobiography where he used to wear wigs and he was so afraid of his wig falling off that he actually lost the tournament because the guy was hitting balls where he would have to exert himself, and he was like, "I'd rather just take this L than to be embarrassed like that," which is crazy if you think about it,
As a
because that's your
competitor,
legacy.
I was gonna say as a competitor, amateur as I am, I can't imagine ever being okay with losing for any reason like that. So I'm amazed that he, as a professional competitor, would be okay with that. I'm blown away by that.
Like, and who would care, honestly? Who, you know, the people who matter aren't gonna care what your hair look like out there on the court. They want you to do your best and win. You know, anybody who supports you would understand if your wig fell off, but you scored a point. So it's like,
Wait. No, we're not gonna understand if your wig fall off. We just want you to stop wearing the wig. It's two different things. It's just two.
I mean, at that point, you're free of it. You know what I mean? So if it happens, it happens. Go out there and win.
you free of respect. It's what you free of. If your wig fall off out there on the tennis court, that's that's what you free of. Respect. No, take the wig off and come play. No, I'm not saying play and go all out to the motherfucker be conscious. Looking like a Baptist preacher's old broke down wife with the cocked over one eye. And you too embarrassed to straighten it up. No, just you gotta do it. Carla says he was on coke, and Carla, I do recall he was using coke, and that's probably why he was making that decision because he was high. That's probably what it was.
It don't make no sense to me, so it must have been a high decision.
As someone says, they put her in the middle of both Jamaican powerhouses. Cue up the slow mo replay and play the song "You Made a Fool of Me."
You know that's your boy Diabetes.
Yes. Now Beezy always got more time than everybody else because he be putting out so funny shit, man. As someone says, he would have been on some highlights the next morning. Absolutely, oh absolutely. Just take the wig off, man. All right, y'all have been fun. Those are two quick ones, man. Today.
Yeah, we flew by him. But again, I'm hoping Shikari gets back in the gym, so to speak, and goes on a redemption tour, even if it's an eighth place redemption tour, and not a ninth.
I personally would probably just shut it down, unless I just would. You
No,
al-
man,
you almost
you
have to
can't.
run every race you run. You almost have to say I'm not running unless the Jamaicans are in that same meet with me.
It's okay to not be the best in the world, man. Like if she gives up now, that's just accepting defeat. You don't even want to see her try again. Like
It's
sometimes you just have a bad race, bro.
it's not
Ninth
okay.
place is pretty bad, but there's only you can only go up.
It's not okay. It would have been okay if she'd have kept her mouth shut, but she didn't. She said, and let me read it again. This is one race. I'm not done. You know what I'm capable of. Count me out if you want to. Talk all the shit you want. That's a lot of big shit talking for somebody who ain't ever who ran like she got two bricks in her fucking back pockets.
I'm glad she's not too down on herself after one race.
I wish she was
Ronda
down.
Rousey after Ronda Rousey lost that first fight to Holly Holm, right? She was thinking about suicide, and when you're undefeated and then you take your first L, it can shatter some people. And I'm glad she's strong enough to, get up off the ground and hop back in the ring. That's all it is. You're not always gonna win every time. So I'm proud that she's not gonna give up like you suggest she should, especially if the Jamaicans are running.
You
Although I do agree with you, she should probably be quiet about it, and just prove it on the track.
Dion working to get that part in the next Bad News Bears movie, so he can boost them little boys up who can't play baseball. I like it. I like it. Alan says, "LOL, you guys are funny." Uh, Someone says, "I never knew about the wig thing." See, you're learning it. You're learning something every week on the show. Carla says she's not Rocky Balboa. Facebook user said, "I had to Google the wig and I hollered." Who said that?
That was Genevieve. I'm not making it up. He really wore a wig and was like, "Yo."
And I hope Shikari understands she has more work to do because we still have the same Olympic medal count.
I hope we Americans understand.
that's
We not winning in racing no more.
that's
Jamaica got it on lock, bro.
that's why I love our master debaters, boy. Y'all are savage. He said, I'm glad she understands she's got some more work to do because when Dion, you said it before we started. What'd you say? You say, motherfucker, you could have came in last place.
Yeah, Shikari literally did what everybody else in the world could have done. Came in last. Everybody else could have done that. Like, yo, so you can't be talking shit and then come in last. Like you just don't. Those two things do not go together. You know, if you come in fourth or you pull your hamstring, that's one thing. But to finish the race and dead last, hell, I could have done that.
I,
So that's why I get to criticize you on in this particular instance is because I could have done exactly what you did, which is
I,
dead last.
you know what I would have did? I'd have taken it up a notch. When I saw I was gonna come up in last place, I'd have fell on the ground grabbing my hamstring. they would they would have.
What, what, what was your boy from Canada who used to do that when he was losing to Carl Lewis all the
Ben
goddamn
Johnson. Ben Johnson.
time? It's like, oh no, it was the bald head guy, Donovan Bailey.
Oh,
Why he used to pull it? He used to
yes, you're
pull a
right.
hamstring all the goddamn time. Like, man, you knew you was losing.
Let me tell you what, they'd have never interviewed me. I'd have been screaming for my mama like I was in so much pain. Get a stretcher out here. Oh Lord, oh, is
You'd
my
have pulled a Paul Pierce, got
oh
wheeled off.
is
You would have been like, "Where's the wheelchair at?"
is my leg still on my body? I can't feel my leg. Oh man, no, you would have never interviewed me. And the next day in the hospital, that's where you would have had me at. Nope, nope, that'd have been a
One of
wrap.
them Jamaicans would have came out with a shotgun and put you out like a horse in the dirt. We ain't going to worry about it.
I, y'all would have got a. There'd have been some press release. Sidney is going back to college. He's going. He's trying to concentrate on his education and broadcasting. Next time you saw me, I'd have been broadcasting the Olympics. The next time you saw me, you would have saw me again. All right, we gonna go ahead and move on to our last segment, guys. Thank you again. If you enjoyed the show, if you're able to, click that share button. If you're outside the group, you'll be able to see that share button. Go ahead and click that for us. Okay, we're gonna go to our top 5 favorite smells. You guys, as always, please share that with us. Someone said, Carla says she should have tripped. Absolutely, Carla. And then Facebook user says, I'm choking because I'm laughing so hard. Is that Genevieve again?
That was Victoria.
Victoria, all right. Oh, man. All right, so we're going to go to our top 5 favorite smells. Victoria, I know you got some for us. I'm going to read a couple of more comments, let you guys get yours in order. Facebook user says the 2 caregivers where I'm at are from Jamaica. They were screaming their heads off all last week. So see? I'm about to be Jamaican next week. So get that ganja. All right. Dia, what is your first favorite smell you have on your list, sir?
I love the smell of movie theater popcorn. That freshly
That's a
popped
good one.
movie theater popcorn with the butter. Oh, I love that smell. You ain't been to the movies in a long time. You're like, you know what? I want to go see this movie in the theaters. It looks good from the trailer. You walk in there, ain't nobody in there. It's just you straight beeline to the counter, and you hear that pop, pop, pop. Oh, I love that smell, man. Fresh popcorn, love it.
I've known you a long time, so I feel like I can say this to you, brother to brother. Clean yourself up below your waist, all right? Because you over here with the popcorn. The movie popcorn, the butter. Motherfucking leaning back in the chair, eyes closed.
Hey man, I love the smell of that
I,
popcorn.
well, I can tell. Just take a minute, grab
you
yourself a
never,
little Kleenex, throw off to your right. I'm like, Jesus Christ. All right.
That's happened a couple of times in the movie theater.
What kind of theater you in, Pee Wee Herman? What we doing? What we doing?
Hey man, I went to see King Kong one time, and it was not good. So we decided to do other things. We were the only ones in there. Why not?
Oh, oh.
You need one of these napkins, boss? Are you okay?
I'm laughing at you still. All right. Facebook user here, I'm assuming it's Victoria, says campfire.
Yes.
That's a good smell too, Victoria. I like that one. I'm going with banana bread.
Ooh, that's a good one.
Yeah, some nice warm banana bread, especially in the fall. Smell it even before you take it out the oven. But man, when it really comes out the oven, and it's still warm. Man, smells so good. You can't wait to cut into it. Unfortunately, banana bread is one of those breads you got to wait to cut into it, so you're almost dying from it. Wait a minute. Did you put gasoline? said put gasoline. One of his favorite smells.
Some people do love the smell of gasoline.
Said, can I ask you what is it about gasoline? Because I was not expecting gasoline. I've never heard anyone say that. Can you tell me what it is about gasoline? The rest of his list is popcorn, fresh bread bacon, cookies, and bacon. Oh man, bacon. Yeah, bacon's good. Dion, what's your next one?
My number 4 is whenever you go to get new tires or your tires rotated, the smell of them fresh, brand new tires. Ooh, I love that smell. I don't know what it is about the tire place that got it smelling so good and fresh in there. But woo, I love that smell.
I'm gonna tell you what the smell. I'm gonna tell you why you like it, because it's the same reason I like it. Because it reminds me that I'm able to afford new tires. I don't, Yeah,
Is that the smell of money? Is that what that is?
anybody who's ever, because we've all been there, had that one point in time when you were younger. I was even, especially when you're younger, and maybe you just didn't know how to allocate your money correctly, and you end up saying, you know what, I could buy some brand new tires, but for do I can't go out to the club, so I'm gonna get these $20 tires over here, and I can go to the clubs this weekend. Everybody's been done something along those lines, and everybody knows that used tires smell like used tires. This used tires smell like these motherfuckers ain't gonna last. So, but
I
new
have never bought used tires in my life. If
never.
I'm buying a tire, you best believe it's brand new.
Oh
What's the
yeah,
point of buying a used tire? That's like, no, you just gonna have to be right back in there. That's like renting a tire.
I
What the fuck
no,
am I rent a tire for?
I agree with you. I'm not disagreeing with you. I'm just saying if you've been there, you know what I'm talking about. So it's a different. Let me just tell you, it's a different smell than going to buy new tires when you sitting there and you know you swiping your car and that motherfucker work. All right. So, Party part of you says, why these damn tires cost so much? And the other party says, yeah, fuck them broke motherfuckers who can't get these tires though. So that's what you smell. Someone put up here, I like the smell of good weed.
That was Larry.
Larry. And then who's behind him says number 4 skunk. Is that
That's
Victoria?
Victoria.
Why would
Yes.
you? That's it smell is awful, Victoria.
It's one of those. It's one of those rare smells where there's like it's like black jelly beans. Most people hate them, but there's that small percentage of people who fucking love them.
That is true. Yes,
Yeah.
black jelly beans, black Twizzlers, all disgusting, and so is skunk. But I respect that. I respect you for that, Victoria. Says I don't know. It's just a refreshing smell. Good enough for me. I don't think anyone knows why anything smells good to them because obviously the list is going to be different for all of us. Someone says Hawaiian breeze scent. All right, and grilled
That's
steak.
easy.
That easy. Okay, and grilled steak and ribs.
That's that easy too.
All right. Okay. Well, I ain't mad. Grilled steak it does smell good, absolutely, and ribs. Dion, what's your next one?
Number three was gonna be barbecue. I love the smell of
Wait a
barbecue.
minute.
So
I didn't get
whether
mine. I
it's
didn't get my one. I didn't get my
you
number 4.
sure
I
didn't.
apologize.
Go ahead. You
I apologize. Chocolate chip cookies, homemade chocolate chip cookies is for me. Okay. Go ahead, Dion. Sorry about that.
barbecue. So it don't matter what kind of barbecue it is. I think it's the barbecue sauce that I love the smell of. But when you put it on, whatever you put it on, it just so whether you could be doing hot dogs, you could be doing chicken. Just the smell of a good charcoal barbecue with the oh yeah, grilled steaks, whatever it is. That's that's one of those that I love.
All right. Okay. Um, Someone has their list here. They give us their whole list as well. Number 5, library.
Jessica,
Jessica. Thank you, Jessica. Number 5, library books. 4, fresh linen. 3, laundry dryer beads. Okay. 2, Thanksgiving Day. That's a good one. And then 1, fresh cut grass. You know what? Fresh cut grass is a good one. If you catch that at the right time, depending on where you are, I'm with you. I'm from the Midwest too, so yeah, I'm with you with that. Fresh cut grass does smell good. Give me allergies like a motherfucker, but yeah, it's good. Uh, and I'm going back because I had this on my list already, but Davisi beat me to it. Bacon.
yeah, bacon first thing in the morning.
I love the smell of bacon. Love the smell
Yeah,
of
I'm
bacon.
right there with you.
What's
Yeah.
your number 4?
Number three for me
Is it
is
number 3?
is this three or four?
I thought we were on 4.
I did
You did
we're on
barbecue.
four. Okay. Uh, vanilla. I love the smell of vanilla. Vanilla bean.
Really?
I love that smell.
All right. Let's see. Oh, says $20 get you another 3 months. That's a good trade off. Said man, like I said, we all except for Dion, we all have bought some used tires. But you know, my brother has a couple of tire shops back in Detroit, and the majority what he would sell are used tires. And you know, people who come in
No,
that
don't
they
don't get me wrong. I understand people who go because they can only afford to buy
right.
used tires and it buys you some time. I get that, but I'm one of those people where if I'm going to buy something, I want it to last. So I'm not gonna. I'll just bite the bullet until I'm ready to buy brand new tires.
Okay, okay, that's fair. Um, my number 4, and I'm not doing these in any particular order, but y'all might laugh at me for this one. Is Cool Water Cologne. That's my number four. cool, cool water cologne to this day. When I smell it, it takes me back to my youth. When
Yeah, 1970.
it's not 1970. Nice try. Takes me back to my youth, man. Back when you were a young guy, I thought you was really doing something. Wait, first of all, spraying too much on yourself. Then you would spray it around your room, and then if you was a real smooth player, a little
You
lady
would
coming
walk
over.
through it.
Oh, no, you'd spray it on your bed sheet. that was, and if you was extra smooth when you went to your girl's house when she wasn't looking, you spray a little something on her pillow so when she went to sleep at night, she get that aroma of you while she went to sleep. And that would work when you was a young player back in the day, but cool water, man. Cool water.
Why am I not surprised by that at all? I gotta love the $32 cologne. Yay.
Wait a minute now. It wasn't $32 then, all right? It's like more like 40, 45, all right?
Oh, my bad. My bad.
Or,
You weren't Shikari last. You were Shikari 7. My
or
bad.
or if you were smart, you got yourself a whole cool water little set. That way you can spread it out, make it last longer. Because maybe you don't spray it today. Maybe you just use the aftershave, or maybe use the shower gel.
I think in my entire life I've used maybe 2 entire bottles of cologne because I never know how much to spray. Most of the time I buy it and don't even freaking use it. A couple sprays here, a couple sprays there, and then it ends up being left in the sun when the window through the window and it just evaporates. I'm like, I know I didn't use this much cologne.
I'm not a big cologne.
I'm not a big cologne guy either.
I got the same couple of bottles in the bathroom right now. I think I've had them for like 10 years. I just don't wear it a lot. But when I was young, you don't know any better. You think cologne's where it's at, man. Get that cool water, baby. See what's going on. I,
I can see now. I'm about to go dab on this cool water and check on my bitches.
I used to have a friend of mine that would not wear the same cologne. If you were wearing if I was wearing cool water, he wouldn't put cool water on. He had to put something different. I don't want to go out the house, go to the club, smelling like you. Got to smell different. It was just a thing, man. It was a thing for us back then.
That makes sense. I can respect that.
Carla says a good bourbon. Carla's right. A good bourbon does smell good and tastes great. I may go pour myself some bourbon after this show. Someone who says fresh tar on the road.
That was Larry.
Wow, Larry,
Like the
man.
smell of weed and tar.
Larry has smoked some weed and fell face down on the street, and that's a combination for him. Fresh tar. Wow. Someone says number 3, Victoria. I'm assuming a brisk cold morning. What does a brisk cold morning smell like? Don't you? I'm confused on that one, Dion.
I'm assuming wintertime. I have no idea.
All right, okay.
I'm black. I hate being cold.
Someone says LOL, yes. Not sure what that's referring to.
That was just clapping for somebody.
Yeah, maybe she's talking about the brisk cold morning. Maybe that's what she loves too, or the fresh tar on the road. Someone says they got hot water as well. I like both still. LOL. Number two,
Easy.
Davies. Number 2, pies bacon. I do like that one. That is a good one. Carla says your new nickname is Febreze, so she's calling somebody Febreze on there. Cedric says, I'm the same way. I don't want nobody smelling like me. That may be the only separator. Says like, yo, we may be a tie. Same height. We both good looking. We both been shaped. And that might be what it is. Might be how you smell. Might be what breaks the tie. Sid, I like the way you thinking. I never thought about it that
I'm
way.
telling you right now, if you were wearing cool water, you are coming where Shikari's coming. Last place. Go
That
ahead
is
and spray
not
that Sicario and
That is
lose.
that is not true. Back in the day, that motherfucker cool water was a shit, boy. That was a shit. All right. Somebody's laughing about my cool water, I think, right here. I said it, cool water. It says summer rain, fresh laundry, bacon, eucalyptus, and gas. Somebody else with the gas.
Jetta V.
Jetta V. Wow. All right. And then yes, Dion is wet. It's wet and cold smell. It's hot as fuck in Texas. So yes, it smells great when it's cold. All right. So that's what it is for her. All right. Get
How
away
can
from.
you like skunk and this? That what, Victoria? You
Uh,
do you, boo. You do you. You like what you like, I guess. My
uh,
number one.
let's see.
My number. Are
One,
you,
one
you got
second. One
another
second.
one?
I'm sorry. Says cool water is better than putting on old English. Just saying. Absolutely. All right. Go ahead, Di. You're number one.
My, my number one is fresh peach cobbler. Ooh, oh, I love the smell of peach cobbler, man. This smells so good.
You're not gonna
Throw
close your
some
eyes
ice
again.
cream on it. Yeah. What'd you say?
You're not gonna close your eyes again. Are you? Talk about this peach cobbler. All right. Fresh peach cobbler. Peach cobbler is good and it does smell great.
Peach cobbler, baby. All
Sorry, y'all. Show ended abruptly. Um, my number one for me is going to be the smell as a kid, the smell of my home, waking up Christmas Day, Thanksgiving Day, after my mother had been up cooking all night, just smelling the house, the food, the cakes, the pies, whatever she was cooking, the macaroni and cheese, just that whole day, man. It's just the greatest thing ever for me, and always brings back good memories for me. So that would be my number one for me. Someone says
I
cooling
like.
water from grandma's well, and then says walking into the smell of a good gumbo. Laws have mercy. So I can't have gumbo, said, but I'm gonna go with you because I know people who love gumbo love them some gumbo. Dion, what about you? You a gumbo lover?
Yeah, I love gumbo. Yeah,
Yeah,
that he's right. I know you can't eat
yeah, I
shellfish,
can't do
but
it.
man, that's a good one.
But
I didn't even think about that. I might have to readjust. That definitely gets an honorable mention. So I'm
I've
right there with you, Sid.
I seen some gumbo where I was like, man, I wish I could eat. It's a gumbo, but I'm like, and I've been tempted to scoop me out some, but I can't do it. Victoria says number one was leather, but I'm with you, Dion Curry, peach cobbler, and then so yes, uh, man, this was a quick show, man. Well, not really
It
that
was
quick.
quick, but it was an hour, 10 minutes.
Yeah, it was good. It was good. We got some more
It
changes
was
coming
fun.
to the show. I got some things I'm playing around with up here in my head that we're going to introduce to the show. So, but yeah, tonight was great, man. You guys were amazing as usual. Now, you got to wait one more thing before we get out of here.
Yes, I do, and it goes with our second topic tonight. It's be humble. You don't always got to be number one, especially when someone shows you you're not number one. So let your work speak for itself. You don't have to brag on yourself unless somebody makes you open your mouth and teach them a lesson like those Jamaicans did Shikari. Be humble, man. Is let your work speak for itself because you don't want to be out here coming in ninth place in a race that usually only has 8 people. So keep your mouth shut. Don't talk unless you need to talk because you could end up looking real bad.
Absolutely. I don't really have a wait one more thing. I just want to just throw some hope, some positivity out. uh, Dion and I have been not doing the show as steady because, again, you guys know what we do for a living. So, schedule wise, Warren's been out to sea. He'll be back again with after the holidays, be with us for a few weeks, and he'll be back out. And the schedules go back and forth, back and forth. And I know it. I know the show is normally on Mondays. We're doing it on Wednesday. And I love you all who decided to clock in with us on Wednesday. And we're going to try to stick as closely to Monday as possible. But I just love you guys. I adore you guys. You guys rock with us no matter what we talk about, no matter how many people are watching. You guys rock with us. There's some days where I'm like, man, I don't know if I got it in me to do it because X, Y, and Z's happened, but I never want to let you guys down. So thank you guys for keeping us honest and for not letting us down. The other thing I do want to say is I hope all of you are being safe. I hope you and your families, your children, your husband, your wives, I hope all of you guys are being safe, man, and doing well out there. I know everyone doesn't like to share every little piece of their life with the whole world, and you don't come here to do that. But I just want you to know from the bottom of my heart, All my prayers go out to you and your families, man. I hope all of you guys are doing absolutely amazing. As always, Dion and I are here. If you need to bounce some things off of someone else that maybe you don't talk to you every day, and so on and so forth. But man, I just hope all of you guys are doing amazing. If you wonder why I keep saying the same thing over and over, because it's just how much I mean it. I love you guys. I adore you guys. Thank you for rocking with us. Stay safe. Be healthy. Have a great rest of your week, a great weekend. And we're going to see you guys next Monday, man. I got nothing but love for y'all. Thank you so much for being who you guys are and rocking with us the way you do. Makes me emotional. And Deanna will tell you I'm not an emotional guy. So thank you guys very much.
I second everything you said, brother.
All right. With that said, you guys have been amazing again. It's been another good show. I love my brother Dion right here. Thank you for rocking with me too, Dion, and doing what you do, bro. And everybody, all of you, man, just be safe out there. Stay mentally strong. Stay emotionally strong, and do what you can for one another. This has been Not As Debatable. We will see you guys next Monday.